Good morning everyone, my name is Christian from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming and welcome back to Path of Exile, where we continue where we last left off, meaning exploring the temple of Atzoatl. In the last few episodes we went through different kinds of rooms, went back into the past, and we killed the competition of the different rooms in the temple. And so we now have a way in which we could explore these areas, try to get a few items, trying to gain a bit more experience, I guess. Here we have an explosion room. Explosion rooms provide you with an exploding charge, which means we can either go here or here. You can blow a way into one of these chambers. Other than that, we won't be able to reach one of them in any case. Probably we'll go for the storage room, since it does have a chest full of items, and we do love items. And then going through the other rooms, we'll explore, show you a little bit at a time. Here we have 6 portals in total. If you die, or you teleport back into the town, one of these portals disappear. So you're left with 5 portals. When all of them are gone, if you haven't explored the temple, then it's closed for this session.
No wonder it's lost. It's in the middle of the jungle. Shouldn't be too far from here though.
And you're going to have to start all over again. So let's explore this area. Now, you might be able to hear, but my voice is a whole lot better. It's been a few days since I last recorded. I've done a few episodes in advance when I was sick, and then I took a few days off just sitting and resting and not doing anything. I played a few games. I did play Path of Exile with one of my other characters, and I'm really I'm waiting for future playthroughs when we get more into the style that it's quicker, into having a few more planned characters. We will probably try to gather some builds that we haven't tried before. Like, if you can see here, I've added from the UI the ability to see our minions' health. And now we can see how alive the frozen minion is. How is it called? An ice golem. We're continuing to do the bleeding build. We're trying our best to make that a reality. We'll see how successful we will be. This area is a bit tough for us from what we could see. Oh, but I forgot we have ballistas. But it means not play your build for a few days. But I think it's going to come in handy to fight in these areas. For this episode, we're probably gonna spend the entire time just going through the temple. Superior Sage Robe, we do not need it. Let's bring out another one of these golems, full health. We can't go through here. As you can see, there is no entrance here. So we can't really go into this room. We'll have to go into one of these rooms and then there and so on and so forth. Okay, we'll level up again. Ah, we died. Level up the puncture gem. What are we using now? So we have precision, hurl device, blade vortex, split arrow with mirage archer, vicious projectiles, and increased critical support. Oh, and we were trying to make this happen, like the 5 or 6 link. What do we have at the moment? So with this, we also have on us here puncture, right? Causes enemies bleeding. Let's try to bring it just for a second here instead of the split arrow one. Reason being, I am curious what the damage is going to be like for this skill. Like, could we make it work? Could we make it work now? Could we make it work better?
I'm not up to that just yet.
Because we will need something to make us stronger. Let's activate our buffs. Well, not yet. It's definitely not yet there. Needs more skills. Maybe the temple was not the best idea for what we have at the moment. There is this possibility. There is the possibility that here in the temple we will fail. Let's go put this back here. Maybe it was a little bit early, but that doesn't matter. We are going to try it out, and if we're gonna fail, then we failed. It's not a problem. In this game you will be failing a lot, especially if you try to do it on your own, and you learn a little bit at a time. And later on you might be learning from other people. If not, you can do it on your own. You can try to put all the mechanics together and try it yourself, experiment yourself. Once again, don't worry too much if you don't really understand it. Once again, right now the content that we are doing might feel like it doesn't really work, like we are underpowered and things like that. And so it's going to be our mission for the next one to understand what do we need. Lapidary lance. Let's put down some ballistas just in case.
My mana is gone.
Corrupts a skill or support gem, modifying it unpredictably twice. So a skill or a support gem corrupts a skill or a support gem, modifying it unpredictably twice. Thing is, we have the split arrow that we could try to corrupt it twice. Something good can happen, or it can ruin it straight up. But I think since we are using this skill the most, the worst that can happen long term is that we will have to take another split skill with less quality and have to work it up. And you know what? I think I am fine with that. So what happened here? I don't think anything happened. Did it? Additional effects from quality, increased attack speed. I think did we used to do 7 additional arrows? I guess I have to look back on in the video, but we're definitely shooting less arrows now. Like less, it's less damage now. Curious.
I'm not up to that just
So yeah,
yet.
nothing good happened there. And that is unfortunate, but hey, we are trying things out. Once again, worst thing that can happen is that we will need to get a new item there. Because now that it's corrupted, we can't really quality it up anymore. So we can't really give it a higher level of quality. And so we wasted a few quality gems, which is expensive, I would say. It's like an expensive mistake, but hey. Once again, that is okay to do. It's okay to try things out. You'll be playing this game probably multiple times. There's no real point in keeping your currency. If you are not using it, like, I guess one of the things you might be learning later on is how to make currency out of currency, like having a market, right? How to sell items you are not using, how to invest the currency you are using, but at the end of the day, use everything that you get at one point or another, because as far as I am concerned, in many leagues I've played until I was always left with currency, and so it really didn't help me to keep them around, because the league was over and then they were left over in the box, and when the new league started, the new economy came into play, thus having to start once again from the beginning with everybody is fresh, nobody has money, and so on and so forth. And so what did it matter that I kept all the currency until the end? Unless somehow it is your goal to see how much currency you can make, I don't think it really matters what you do with it. But that's just my personal view on it. Ooh. Well, in a sense, it's good that we died, because we are here at this, which is a temple of sacrifice, or a room of sacrifice, and what it does, you can bring one of your unique weapons, throw it in there, and you will get an item that is the same type. Now, we could bring the bow, the crude bow that we have with us. I'm not sure what we will get, but maybe we'll get something nice. Or something useful for us. Or we might want to bring the armor instead. Let's bring the armor. Let's see if we can get a better armor than this. Because we have a 6-link bow that we're trying to make it work. So let's go back here.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Now for the shrapnel ballista, I am thinking now that it might be a better idea to exchange it to something that shoots from distance. The shrapnel ballista is very good when enemies are in proximity, but it feels now like more and more often the enemies can shoot from far away, and the shrapnel ballista can only do it from up close. So I'll think about that. Let's go here. So the temple of sacrifice, the table of sacrifice. Let's sacrifice the item. And we got ourselves a strapped ladder. With an evasion rating of 218, It's not high level. Increased dexterity, increased attack speed, 120 evasion, plus 30 cold resistance, 5 increased movement speed, and increased mana recovery from flask. This would have been great early on, but I don't think it works anymore. Let's try to get these bronze boots. 69, 69. Okay, nothing better there. We have reduced resistances as well in the temple, and that is because which one of these? Reduce players' maximum resistances throughout the temple. Contains an altar of corruption. So let's go to the right first. Let's go for the jewelry. We're gonna try to explore as much of this temple as possible. Sure, there is an end boss, but the items in the temple might be more valuable. I might need another life flask with me. Good, 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 good. Pretty dangerous. Very often we're getting hit pretty badly. Yeah, many magical and epic or rare monsters here. Glittering Cove, many rings, awesome.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I should also be bringing up my veil, these blades more often. Okay, a gold plate, let's see. So we have a few more items here. Gold plate is with the armor, and evasion, phantom, and another bow. Let's see. So this one has 25 to 100, which might be better than this one. 8 to 122 lightning damage, 18 increased global accuracy rating, 9 fire resistance, 32 cold resistance, and 15% increased light radius. This one is with the chance to cause bleeding, which right now is pretty important to us. Our chance to inflict bleeding is 70%. If we are going to remove it, it's better base damage, but the chance to inflict bleeding is much less. So is the bleeding damage. So I guess we will not change around that item. For here we have 145. Here we have 108. But this is a normal item. I should really make it magical or epic as soon as we can. 59 armor, cold resistance, life, shields. This one would have 9 armor, 51 life, regenerate 1.9 life per second, 24 cold resistance, reflect 2 additional physical damages, and increase the stun. More life, less armor, slightly more cold resistance. I think I do like this sash better. This one is dexterity, lightning damage, 12 to global critical strike multiplier, and maximum shield. This is better. Like at least I have some increased armor and fire resistances. Let's see, let's identify these ones as well. This is not that important. 11 to all elemental resistances, 31 to lightning resistances, mana and attacks. Let's see. This one has lightning, some cold, and some damage. Fire, lightning, let's see. Make it quickly. We'll look at resistances. It doesn't really make a difference there, so I think I'll stay at this. 8 to 18 physical damage, 9 to 17 fire damage, 3 to 34 lightning damage, and 13 increased cast speed. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to use some items if we're removing the stats from our
I'm not
amulet.
up to that just yet.
Cataclysm, okay, nothing impressive there. Let's continue. So we're going now to these rooms just to try to get a bit more experience. Through up here. Okay. More mana, more life, more spells coming in. Some enemies are really dangerous in these situations. I think we could use a skill like these. Some of these enemies, like the rare ones, are really strong. They're really tough, and depending on their modifiers, they're really hard to take care of. So what I'm thinking is probably bringing in a skill that would help us with single target damage, right? Since we are splitting the damage around with our splitting arrow, I think it might be a pretty good idea to bring in some item that really does a lot more damage to just one target. Given that this is a, how would you call it? It's still pretty early on in the game.
I'm not up to that just yet.
I think it's pretty difficult for people who have played this game to watch. Like we are not really doing a lot of damage, which makes this area pretty tough, but it's still early game. And so, I guess this is the main reason why this series is definitely not targeted at them. This is not for everybody. In a sense, it would be difficult for me to watch. But it is pretty fun to do, to feel these challenges again. because I haven't planned in advance what to do with the character and all that. Okay, that guy was tough. It's like meeting the perfect enemy. One that is fit to fight you. Let's see, we can go to the antechamber. Let's continue there. Or better yet, instead of going here, like the amount of experience we're getting, it's not that worth, I believe. And like there's nothing here. So let's go north. Let's go to this, to the locus of corruption. Contains an altar of corruption. Maybe we can try to work with our splitting gem again. Maybe we can corrupt it again. Though I think it's already corrupted, so it's not gonna do us anything anymore. A regicide mask. I'll put a hunter's mark on him. Then I'll put a hunter's mark on this guy. Good. So that guy is taken care of. Woo. These guys are quick. Let's bring out the blades. Another level up into our ice golem, which keeps dying. We definitely need more life on him. Superior loricated ring mail.
That would only slow me down.
What does it do? Armor, shield. Okay, not that important. We do not use it at least.
I'm not up to that just yet.
So let's see. How do we get in that room? We need to go down and to the left and up again. Okay, and that's what we'll do. We're very close to getting another level up. Ooh, this guy fell quick. Let's see, more items. Gem Cutter Prism, we found 3 of them. Multiple Totem Support, Spectral Throw, and Superior Val Arc. It's very unfortunate we didn't get something that is better for us, but let's see. Superior Added Lightning Damage. We could get some lightning damage for our bow. Superior Val Power Siphon. Okay. Oh, apparently this room, right here, has multiple of these. Superior Pride. Quality 14, level 6, okay. Superior Cold Damage Support with a 14% quality. Additional Accuracy Support.
That would only slow me down.
Oh, we don't have space for more items. I guess we can throw in the bow. Stormbind. And Veil Impurity of Lightning. Ah, it's too bad we didn't find something that was for us in the item quality department. But what can you do? It's really the luck of the draw. Maybe in the future we'll find something that's more useful for us. So all is not lost. We can do something with the gems we don't use. or we can keep them in the box. Abyssal Share, Green Gloves, Abyssal Scepter. And I'm not forgetting the debuffs.
I'm not up to that just
These
yet.
guys fall a lot quicker. Let's see. Yeah, let's continue upwards through here. There's a recipe here. Perfect. Reduce damage over time. And there's a corruption altar here. Though I am taking a whole lot of damage, I have to be very careful now. Let's bring the Veil Blades out. Let's use our superior range to do some damage here. Okay, let's see, where is that guy? Take out the blades. Ivory bow.
That would only slow me down.
But it's still 5 link. We have a 6 link at home. Though I'm not sure we're gonna succeed in making it a 6 link. Let's see, Corruption Altar. What do you do? Potentially corrupt an item, modifying it drastically and unpredictably. The item may be destroyed. We could try to do this on one of our unique weapons. But I'm thinking, like, we don't really need these rings. I have a big plan here. So what we'll do... I'm just making some space and I'm trying to get this
That
bow.
would only slow me down.
Do I need a helmet? Not really. Put this here, this here. We'll throw this. Make space. And let's try to modify this item. Or maybe modify the bow? Let's see. Well, let's try to modify... Yeah, let's give this a go. Item currently equipped. Okay, let's modify the one that we have on us. Let's see, what happened here? We lost the bleeding. Gained the critical strike chance. A bit more damage on fire and cold. Global accuracy. Okay, once again... It really did not pay off, and now we don't have spaces to put those. Let's see. Where are we gonna throw them in? I guess I'm gonna throw this instead of the summon iron, golden, or better yet, let's see. If we now take the ivory bow. Nope, I don't think it is better. Well, it shows that it is. Let's see, 50 chance to bleed. 50 chance to bleed, this one, but has this 429. So what do we want? More damage per hit? No. Seems like this one, in the end, that one is still better. So we'll keep it at that for now.
I'm not up to that just yet.
Now what happened here was, this was a bit of a low-level gambling. In general, low-level gamblings don't really pay off, or rarely pay off, if you do not know exactly what you do. There are tips and tricks behind how to do it better. But even for the moment, we're getting this flash powder keg. But for the moment, for this playthrough, once again, the point is to try things out, to show you how things work, what to expect from them, and so that you can understand how things work, how many possibilities you have out there to change items, to make them better or make them worse, or when should you take a gamble, when you should not. Okay, let's go through here, and I'm going to plant the explosive right there so we can go and find a few more chests, right? Because now we are in the storage room and we get a few essences. I am going to keep this episode, by the way, slightly long until we either die or we finish the temple. A Jade Amulet, that is impressive, the rest is not that much. A jeweler's orb, okay. Could come in handy. Okay, Superior Karui, some greaves and a buckler. Nothing too useful once again. We move on. Now we're not thinking too much of a character to go on. There are times when you should, like when you look at items, maybe if you're thinking about playing a melee character next, then maybe one thing that you will do is that you will look for potential items that could come in handy. Let's see, I forgot since I've last played, what were we going for? We were going for this, Dirty Technique, I guess. So let's go for Dirty Technique. And now let's go fight the boss of this area, some Blood Rage. And so you don't, if I die, I would start back at the main entrance. But if I put a portal down here, then if I die, I can come back through this battle scarred hideout portal. There we have it. We're fighting the Val Omnitech. Apparently we're doing pretty well here. Now now he's going through a phase where there will be different minions being summoned.
My mana is gone.
And he will be killing up, depending on how many of these they can absorb, from what I can tell. There are other modifiers that can happen here, like the Val Omnitech getting different attacks depending on Did we have one more portal? We did. We have 2 more. So I think we're okay to keep going. So let's just throw some of these items in. I am going to go here and just dump. Oh, maybe not the jewels. I think we will just sell those. So we'll throw these in. Just like that.
Hello.
Talk to Elena and sell some of the stuff we do not need.
Journey well.
And bring this here. Okay, so we're done liberating our inventory. Our flasks are filled. Now when we go back out here, the arena is open for us. We just lost a bit of experience in the process of dying. But what can you do? He really got a lot of energy shield from the earlier summonings. Almost done here. Ah! We were so close and we've died again. It's good that we have another one of these portals. There we have it. We have a quartz flask. 10% chance to dodge attack hits, 10% to dodge spell hits. So another unique flask, which could come in handy. Let's see. More damage, more mana, I don't care for. And these are for spellcasters most of all, so we'll just buy them to sell them since we are here. I don't see anything else that could be useful. And so what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna return back home and I'll sell the inventory, and that's it. So that's how the temple goes. We are gonna continue to go through different phases where we're trying to make a better and better temple. As for the moment, I hope you have enjoyed this experience, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode where we continue Path of Exile. Have a wonderful day, everyone.